Good evening, folks, and welcome to Regal Court, where tonight a Southern Lakes matchup between your Wilmot Panthers and the visiting Badgers. As you see, Wilmot on the year, 5-5. They're tied for second in conference, putting up an impressive 48.3 points per game. Their last game out was here. An impressive win, 49-34. As you see, the press was just too much for Burlington to handle, and the Demons just kind of crumbled that second half. Looking at the opposing Badgers tonight, 8-4 on the season, impressive record. Also tied with Wilmot for second in conference. So the winner of tonight will have sole possession of second place. And the one weak point, looking at this right here, is a 37.2 points per game. You know, more than 10 points less than Wilmot averages. So look for Wilmot potentially exploit that. And what I predict will be a high-scoring game. As we talk about the conference standings here, Lake Geneva Badgers right there, 4-1, tied with Wilmot in conference. And Union Grove just one win ahead, of both of those teams. And our keys to the game tonight, I think starting strong is important and spreading the ball around. With the great guards this Wilmot team has, they can really score in a multitude of ways, and there's no need to force it through one particular score. That being said, I think it's important to shoot early and often. As a key last week's game in the win against Burlington, I said that not many teams can shoot as well as this Wilmot squad. And I think they got to use that to their advantage. Hoist a lot of shots up early. A lot of them are going to fall. You know, even if you're a little cold, you just got to shoot through it. And that's our show here. 5 minutes until tip-off. And until then, we will see you later. My mistake, folks. We have one more graphic to go through here. Just give me a second to pull it up. Around the conference matches tonight, we have Central going head-to-head with Burlington. And a matchup that will matter, of course, for the losing team here, as they'll be tied with Burlington for that third-place spot. Delvin-Darien Comets versus the Waterford Wolverines. A matchup that shouldn't matter to either of these two teams, but regardless, should be interesting. Delvin sitting at one win. The Wolverines are winless, so we'll see if they can pick up their first win tonight. And a matchup that both these teams are going to have their eyes on tonight is the Union Grove Broncos versus Elkhorn. Elkhorn may be the 5 seed, but watch them to play spoiler tonight. And if they do, the winner of tonight's game will be all tied up with Union Grove for first place. So exciting things going on around the conference if Elkhorn can manage the upset. We're about 3.5 minutes from tip-off here, folks. Now we'll sign off. Until then, thank you.
Fans, and welcome to Veterans Memorial Fieldhouse for tonight's competition between the Lake Geneva Badger and your Wilmot Panthers. At this time, we ask those who are able to please rise, remove your hats, and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem. And now for tonight's starting lineups, beginning with our guest, Badgers from Lake Geneva. Number 13, Olivia Deering. Number 14, Chloe Cleveland. Number 23, Alexis Todd. Number 30, Jada Moss. And number 31, Courtney Boomans. And now the starters for your Wilmot Panthers. Number 2, Haley Lamerson. Number 3, Riley Alexander. Number 10, Ashley Lesko. Number 21, Becca Bell. And number 23, Caroline Kloss. We'd like to take this opportunity to remind fans that the WIAA requires good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profane, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of tonight's competition.
All right, folks, we're about to get this tip underway, and it'll be Ashley Lesko jumping for the Panthers. As we said, big game coming in. The winner moves into second place. The jump, and the Badgers will start with the ball. Here they come. Passing around the perimeter here. Inside, good defense by Lesko, but they'll get the rebound back, and another missed shot. Number 31, Courtney Umans, the leading scorer, and she uses height to advantage. The Badgers going to steal, and they miss on the other end. Here comes Wilmot. Landerson dishes it up. Let's go. She saves it, but the Badgers will get the ball. Good effort by Bell. And jump ball. Great effort by the Panthers there after a poor pass. As I said, big story. The winner of this game will have sole possession in second place as Lesko will get the inbound. Out to Alexander, and Badger ball. For the Badger, Courtney Umans is averaging 12.9 points per game. She leads them. And She looked impressive down in the paint early in that first possession. You see her there, number 31. And she'll get in the paint again here. They're going to try to feed her all game. And she passes out, and a foul. Number 23, Alexis Todd, will shoot.
Foul line, Claus, her first, team first. Todd to the line.
Todd's first is up and good. So 1-0 here. Badgers strike first blood. And another story coming into the game is Morgan Zenon. Last game, she took a nasty spill, and it looked like she broke some part of her leg or some serious injury, but she's walking without crutches today, not playing, but it looks bright that she'll return in the future. Here comes Wilmot. Pass inside. Let's go, and she's blocked. They're going to look for Let's Go a lot more tonight with Zenon out of the game. Getting into the paint opens up the shooters for this Wilmot squad. Passing on the perimeter here. Works inside, and they get the board, and a draw, another foul. This Badger team is playing physical early, getting to the line twice.
Foul on Alexander, her first, team second. Moss to the line, shooting 2.
Jada Moss at the line. She averages 8.9 points per game. The second leading scorer for this Badger squad. The first is up, and that is good. So a 2-1 Badger lead. Austin Ullman standing at 6'1" and 6 foot respectively, so a fairly tall team here. The second's up, and lane violation. It'll be Wilmot ball. Let's see if they get something going here. Obviously, it's early, and the 2-0 deficit doesn't mean much, but you like to get going as soon as you can and get on that board. Get a little confidence boost here. As here's Lamberson. Gives it to Alexander. Pass out. They get it back. Inside. Claus to Bell. Bell. Good move, and that's in. Bell gets Wilmot on the board with a nice move and an easy layup. Pass outside. Wide open 3. No one in the same area code, but she breaks it. And it'll be Wilmot balls that rolls out of bounds. Missed opportunity there by the Badgers to go up 5-2. A wide open 3. Let's go to inbound to Lamberson. Here she comes. Gives it up. It's Alexander. And she turns the ball over. Here come the Badgers. Good move, but not enough to get it in. And it's Bell the rebound. Gives it up. Claus. To Lamberson. Lamberson to Bell. Inside, and Lesko is wide open. But in came number 23, Alexis Todd. Great energy to swat that one away. Would have been an easy 2 if not for her energy. Inbound. It's Lamberson. Lesko mid-range, and that falls long. But Claus gets the rebound. Into Bell. Good pass. Lamberson for 3. Oh, and it rolls out. Good shot. That's what they want to be taking here. Here come the Badgers. Passing her on the perimeter. Gives it back up. Inside, up, and short, but she gets her own rebound. And another rebound. Swarming defense by the Panthers, and mid-range is good. 4-2 Badgers. Here comes Lamberson. Good dribbles. Great pass to Lesko, and she'll draw the foul. Jada Moss fouled her on the way up.
Foul on Moss, her first, team first.
Here is Lesko. And the first is good. Good to see her get her scoring started here. As I said, they're going to need her to replace some of the production that they usually get from Zenon down low. Here's Lesko second. It's up, and it's good, but a lane violation. It'll be Badger ball. 2 early lane violations, 1 by either team. So it's 3-4. Wilmot trailing Badger by 1. Badger getting it down court in a hurry here. Layup, and that's good. 6-3, but here comes Wilmot in a hurry as well. Lamberson to Alexander. Inside to Bell. Good pass to Lesko, and she can't get it to go. Badgers really pushing the tempo here. Up and too long, but they'll get the rebound, and that's in. Strong rebounding by this Badger squad. And they're bullying Wilmot here in the paint a little bit, as Lamberson will draw a foul.
Parker's team second.
3-8. Wilmot is down 5 early here. Sub for the Badgers as number 3, Alexis Todd, will come out. She's played well early for that squad. Alexander to inbound. Here is Lamberson. Dribbling around. And she held on to it a little bit too long in a steal. They pass it up. And a great block there. Alexander got back in transition to stop that one. And the pass up ahead. Lamberson up to Bell for 3. And that doesn't fall. And it will stay on this end. Wilmot ball. Even though Bell missed that shot, you like to see her taking that with confidence. You know, they're not going to keep missing them all game, as we see Karina Labor checking into the game for Lesko here. Get Lesko a little bit of breather, and you can hear the crowd loves that. Labor, a little bit of a crowd favorite here. Alexander inbound. It's Bell. Down to Labor right away, and she can't get it to go. Good defense by number 30, Jada Moss. Here come the Badgers. And a charge! Great setup by Alexander. And the score sheet might not show it, but she's doing all the right things right now. Hustling back on the other end to draw a charge. And on the prior possession, hustled back and got a block. So 8-3 here as Lamberson will run the offense. Gives it to Alexander. She kicks to the corner. Passes it out. Bell gives to Alexander. Into Claus. She dribbles. Passes out. Labor. Passes back out. Claus. A deep 2. Doesn't get that to go, but Labor the board. Using that height. And there's Bell. Up and in. Second opportunity points for Wilmot there. Off the rebound from Labor. Pass inside. And that is good. Omens for 2. On the other end, no good for Alexander, but the follow-up, and that's good. A flurry of scoring here as both teams score on consecutive possessions. No defense being played right now. Omens gives it up. The cut. Down low, and it's stolen. That'll be Claus with the steal. Pass up. Alexander, 3 in transition. Oh, and that'll fall! 10-10, we're all tied up. Alexander not afraid to pull the trigger, and a foul on Claus there. Just a little bit too aggressive on defense.
Claus, her second, team third.
Substitution here for the Badgers as Jada Moss will check out. So look for the offense to run almost exclusively through Courtney Umans here. Inbounding. They'll pass it in. Get it to Umans. Umans looking. Passes it out. Inside, up, and that is long. And jump ball. Great effort by number 23, Alexis Todd, and she's been all over tonight for the Badgers. And Todd will inbound for the Badgers after she forced the jump ball. And Stoppage of play as they figure out who should have possession off of the jump ball. And it will be Badger ball. Here's the inbound. That's Umans. Puts up a shot. Short. Rebound later. Here comes Alexander. Good pass. Lamberson gives back. Inside Labor. And she's on the board. 12-10. Wilmot's first lead of the game. They pass inside. Here's Umans. Another shot. That one a little bit too forced. And black ball. Great effort there by Kenzie Ketterhagen. She almost wrestled away the rebound from the significantly taller Courtney Umans. Here's the inbound. Badgers with the ball. And they'll get it in. Great defense here by Wilmot. They've got nowhere to go inside. Passing around the perimeter. Here's Umans. Gets it in. Pull up. And that won't go for Todd. Lamberson. Deep pass. Alexander. Back to Lamberson. Inside to Bell. Bell. Gives it up. Labor. And a timeout before the shot there by Coach Boyd. Good start here for Wilmot. They battled back into this one after being down early, and I attribute it to great defense, and they're really packing the paint there, not allowing Umans to get to her game. Speaking of Coach Boyd, this season he's 4-1 in conference and an impressive 3-1 at home. And it is indeed his inaugural, his first season at Wilmot, and so far I'm going to say that he's impressed. You know, like I said, 3-1 at home. Certainly something to be proud on, and he looks to build on that here with a strong game tonight against the Badgers to vault the Panthers into second place in conference, setting them up for a big game against UG in the future. Alexander inbound. It's Lamberson. Gives it up. Ketterhagen. Dishes. Lamberson for three. And that is good! 15-10. This Wilmot team has come alive. And missed there from number 21, Emily Amen. And here comes Lamberson. On the break, my mistake, that's Ketterhagen. And she will not draw the foul. A lot of contact, but Wilmot ball. In checks Hickey for Lamberson. Wilmot's lineup is Alexander, Hickey, Ketterhagen, Labor, and Lesko. Inbound. It's Ketterhagen. She cuts. Out to Lesko. Passes it to Labor. And she loses possession of the ball. They're trying to feed Labor here early. Here come the Badgers. Checking back in for them is their second leading scorer, Jada Moss, averaging just about 9 points per game. Here they come. Inside, great pass. But great defense by Wilmot. They swarm on it and grab the steal. Here's Ketterhagen. Open lane. Oh, and she gets fouled. The defense parted like the Red Sea there, and Ketterhagen just went right in. But Moss came in and fouled her. Here's her first. That is good. So 16-10. Wilmot with 6 unanswered points. Ketterhagen second. And that is short. So here come the Badgers. Rebound by Uman. And a steal. Here comes Alexander. On the other end. Up and too long. But she'll draw a foul. And Wilmot will shoot at the line for a second possession in a row.
First. Alexander to the line. Shoot 2.
If the Badgers aren't careful, these fouls could rack up early. Alexander's first, and that is good. So a 7-point run for Wilmot. Out checks Labor, in comes Bell. Here's the second. That is good as well. So an 8-point run for Wilmot here. Their defense has been key, generating turnovers, turning into offense. Here's Uman. She's going to run the offense here. Get it inside, dish it. And that three is good. So 18-13 here. Pass out. Here's Hickey. Little move. Gives it to Alexander. Back to Hickey. Pass inside. It's Bell. Outside to Alexander. Inside. Lesko's all alone. And she throws it away. So that three puts Wilmot's run to an end. But they're still up 5, 18-13 with 9:30 to go in the first half. If you're just joining us, both teams are fighting for second place right now as that is up and in. 18-15. Now this Badger squad on a bit of a run. Pass out. Alexander. That's long. Good rebound there. Number 21, Emily Aman. Here come the Badgers. 5-point run for them. Uman passes out. Pull up. And that's short. Hickey the rebound. Here comes Hickey. Gives it up to Alexander. Looking for Lesko, but she's covered up in the paint. Down the Bell. Into Lesko. She passes right back out and a steal. Here come the Badgers. It's Uman. Dishes it. Wide open. And that one almost goes in off the rim. But it's Lesko the board. Pass out ahead to Hickey. Just a little bit too much on that one. 18-15, 8:30 to go. Back and forth game here in Veterans Memorial Fieldhouse. Here's the inbound. Looks like it'll be number 10, Ashlyn Welch, running the offense for the Badgers. Here she comes. Picked up by Hickey. Passes it off to the top. Passing it around. Cut inside. And it looks like a travel call miss. And she took 3 steps there on the way to the hoop. And Coach Boyd is furious on the sideline. He can barely contain himself, but Wilmot will get the ball. Here's Lamberson. Gives it to Bell. Bell. Kicks. Lamberson again. Great move inside, and that'll fall. So Wilmot breaks the cold there, and they score 2 points, 20-15, 5-point lead with 7:40 to go, and they'll get the ball right back, forcing a turnover. Bad pass by the Badgers. And the Badgers without either Umans or Moss on the court right now. So right now, the Panthers should look to take advantage of this weaker lineup for the Badgers and just try to put some points on the board. You might not get this opportunity for the rest of the game where both their star players are on the bench. And Jenkins, great move to save the pass. Deep one. Oh, off the glass for Hickey. What a shot. And that Hickey fouls on the other end. But my goodness, what a shot.
Hickey, her first. Team fourth.
And that's what I was talking about pregame. This Wilmot squad, if there's an open shot, I advise they take it. They shoot so much better than most other teams in the conference that we've seen play here that if you shoot early and often, enough will go down that it makes it worth it later in the game, where in the second half, you're up by a decent amount. Maybe you can coast a little bit, focus on defense, maybe pack the paint. Inbound to Umans. Umans working on Jenkins. Good D to close her off. They pass out. Have it at the top of the key. Into Umans. Deep 2. And Umans drains it. 23-17. And a line violation by Wilmot. My mistake. It's a foul on Umans. I thought they stepped out of bounds there, but thankful for Wilmot. They'll keep possession here. Bell to inbound. Gets it in. Here's Hickey. To Bell. Bell gives it up. Alexander. Inside. Looking to pass. Here's Lamberson. Alexander to Hickey. Gives it back to Lamberson. Inside. And it'll be Wilmot ball. Nearly stolen by Moss. So Moss and Umans return to the floor. Last substitution for the Badgers. Inbound to Bell. She gives it up. It's Hickey. Inside to Bell. Oh, and that's long. But she'll kick it out. Thinks about a three. And a turnover. Good steal there by Umans. Here come the Badgers. Inside to Moss. Turnaround. Jumper. That doesn't go. Umans, the board and the point. And one. 19-23. 6:20 to go. Umans at the line to make it a one-possession game. Here's Umans. That shot's up, and it's short. So, 19-23, the score will remain. Pass up ahead, and another turnover for Wilmot. They've got to be a little bit more careful with the ball, potentially make the easier passes. They're going for some high-risk, high-reward passes down court here. And I think they'd be better off they just wait, get in their offense, and pass around, set it up. Pass down. Jenkins the defense, and good defense by Jenkins, but it will remain Badger ball. She forced it out of bounds. Here's the inbound for the Badgers. Gets it in, and no good, but the rebound will go right back to him. To the perimeter. She pulls up, and that is short. Rebound, Alexander. Up to Hickey. Another one. Oh! I hope you brought your umbrella, folks, because it's raining threes in here. Hickey hits another one in transition. Passing it around, up, and short from Umans. Here comes Lamberson on the break. Dishes it out. Alexander to Bell. Oh! 29-19. A 10-point lead here as Wilmot explodes here. Great run for Wilmot. 6 points, back-to-back three-pointers, both coming in transition. The defense turning into offense almost immediately. And I mean, what can you say except they shoot well? I mean, that's really it. They're packing the paint. They know both of the scorers for the Badgers like to score in the paint, and they're not going to hurt you from beyond the perimeter. So swarm them in the paint, and it's turning into open looks on the other end, and those open looks are turning into 3 points. They'll retake the court here. A comfy 10-point lead for Wilmot, although it may not be so comfy in this game as we've seen a lot of lead changes already. With 5:19 to go in the first half, it's 29-19. Here come the Badgers. Passing it around. Trying to work the Umans inside, and they get it in there. Down, Lesko the defense, and over the back on Lesko.
Lesko, her first.
Good defense by Lesko. She just couldn't corral the rebound. Here's the inbound. They'll get it into Umans, and it looked like a clean steal, but they're going to say it was a foul, a reach. And Umans will go to the line.
Hickey, her second. Umans to the line. Shoot for the bonus.
5:05 to go with Umans shooting her first. And that is good. So 29-20.
Wilmot with a 9-point lead with 5:05 to go. Umans with her second. And that's good as well. So 29-21, an 8-point lead for Wilmot here as the first half is just about coming to a close with 5 minutes to go. Here comes Alexander. Gives to Hickey. Hickey inside to Lesko. Lesko back out to Alexander. Back over to Hickey. She pulls up. Ooh, that's no go, but Labor the rebound. Oh, a bit too long on the pass. It'll be a over and back violation. Good rebound by Labor. She just put a little bit too much on that pass. Here's the inbound. They get it into Umans. Umans working on Labor. Dishes it back out. Good cut. Back to Umans. Umans drives. She puts it up and in. 23-29, a 6-point game. Here comes Lamberson. Good moves inside. And she'll put it up. Fouled on the way up.
Welch, her second. Lamberson to the line.
Lamberson's been really efficient to getting the ball in the paint there, driving on her defender, getting into the paint, and drawing the defense in where she's been able to kick it out. 29-23. 4:23 to go in the first half. Lamberson's first. And that's good. So 30-23. Here comes the second. That one is up and good as well. So 31-23. Wilmot converting both at the charity stripe. They're working inside. Good defense by Labor. And a travel. Great defense by Labor. The ball handler wasn't going anywhere on that one. Labor was draped all over her. Here comes Lamberson. She's run the offense well tonight. Dribbles around. Gives it up. That's Ketterhagen. To Lesko inside. Gives it back up to Alexander. Back to Lesko. Nearly a steal. Pulls up. And it's good! 33-23. And just like that, it's back at a 10-point lead for Wilmot. Passing it around. Badger looking to get something going here before the end of the first half. It hurt to be down 10, and that'll be no good. Great defense and a great rebound. Here's Ketterhagen inside, and she will draw the foul. She'll go to the line.
Her third.
Great job by Ketterhagen. She went coast to coast on that one and drew the foul, as Bell will check in for Labor. One and a bonus for Ketterhagen. 33-23, 3:33 to go. The first is good. Generous bounce, but nonetheless an 11-point lead for Wilmot. Here comes Ketterhagen's second. Umans checks back into the game for Badger. That's up, and it's good as well. So 35-23, a 12-point lead here for the Panthers. Gives it to Umans. Umans inside. And throws it away. That was Alexis Todd, and I don't know, she just didn't have a good grip on the ball, but just threw it right out of bounds. Here's Bell to inbound. It'll be Alexander to Lamberson. Lamberson down to Ketterhagen. Ketterhagen, good move. Gives back to Lamberson. Lamberson gives to Bell. Bell, back out. Lamberson, inside. Tries to pass it. Gets it back. Inside to Lesko. Working. Chucks up a shot and out of bounds. A little bit of a rush shot by Lesko there. I don't think that's the shot they wanted to settle for, but in will check Moss. And here come the Badgers. Defense by Ketterhagen. She got a piece of that pass. And a foul on Bell. Aggressive defense here from this Wilmot squad, and they're drawing a few fouls because of it, but I think in the long run, the steals have been worth it, as you see the lead they're enjoying. Uman to the line. She could bring it back down to a 10-point game here. And Moss will check right back out. A little bit curious as she's only been in for one possession. The first is up, and it is good. So 24-35, 2:53 to go in the first half. Here's Uman second. And that is long. Bell the board. Kicks it out. It's Rita. She gives. Lamberson. Out to Ketterhagen. Gives it. Claws. Pass inside. Bell puts it up. And that's good. 37-24. Great shot by Bell. Over the fender, and Lamberson a steal. Here come the Panthers. Gives it out. Rita. Cuts in. Inside. And draws a foul. Ketterhagen. Strong tape.
Uman's her second. Ketterhagen to line. Shooting 2.
And a second foul on Uman's there. That's something to watch out for. Here's Ketterhagen. The first is up. And it's long. We could see a similar situation to the Burlington game one. Burling got 4 fouls early and couldn't play the remainder of the game. It's a definite bonus for Wilmot. Maybe the same thing could happen here tonight. And the second is no good, but rebound by Bell. No good on the second attempt. So 37-24, 2:15 to go in the half. The cut. And a blocking foul.
Foul on Ketterhagen. Her first.
And here's Badger to shoot. The first is up. And it's short. Bell the rebound. Here's Lamberson. They've got numbers. Pass and a steal. Turnover by Ketterhagen. And they get it right back. Ketterhagen making up for a mistake immediately. And bad pass by Lamberson. They'll turn the ball back over. 1:54 to go. 37-24. In checks Moss again. Here come the Badgers. Let's go the defense. Pass ahead. Work it in. And a steal. Here's Alexander. One-on-one. Good move. Oh, but let's go to foul. She can't get it either on the second opportunity. And it looked like Rita took an elbow to the face there from Moss. No call, however. And a 3. That'll be long. Moss the rebound with that reach. So 26-37. Jada Moss standing at 6 foot. Easily got the rebound over her defender. Pass outside. And that is long for Lamberson. Here come the Badgers. They're looking to bring it back down to a single-digit game before half. Passing around the perimeter. Inside to Moss. And 3 in the lane. Moss was wide open, but she was camped in there. And the visiting parent section not happy about that at all. They've been asking for a Wilmot 3-second violation all night. Here comes Lamberson. Good move. Pass out. It's Bell. Gives it up. Rita to the corner. Pull up. That is long, but let's go the foul. Up and in.
Let's go,
39-26. And the Badgers pushing the tempo. They'll go to the line here. 37.1 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, Rita, first. Cleveland to the line, shooting 2.
Here comes the first. And Chloe Cleveland at the line. She averages 8.1 points per game, the third leading scorer on this Badger squad. Here's her second. That one's up, and it's good. So 27-39. Here's Lamberson. 35 seconds to go in the half. She's taking her time. Cuts inside, comes back out. Gets a screen from Lesko. Out to Rita. To the corner. Inside. Lesko can't get it to go. And it'll be Badger ball. 16.5 seconds to go in the first half. Moss will check back in. She'll inbound to Kleeman. Kleeman running the point here. And she loses possession for a second. Passes it up to the outside, inside to Moss. Mismatches. Moss just runs over Lamberson, but she turns it over. Here comes Alexander. Puts it up. Oh, and it almost goes in. So at the end of the first half, it's 39-27. We will be right back in just a minute or two with our halftime show, folks. Stay tuned until then.
Welcome back, folks, to our little halftime segment, Halftime Hot Takes. Your score is the Wilmot Panthers up 39-27 on the visiting Badgers. And my hot take, it has to be Julia Hickey. She's hitting threes in transitions, and that's just something that's hard to stop. It really hurts for the opposing team. Not only did they turn the ball over, they didn't get the offensive rebound, but they're also giving up a quick three on the other end. They have to get on offense again right away, and it can get them into a slump quickly, and it brought Wilmot right back into the game. They were trailing a little bit, and 2 threes in transition got Wilmot right back into the thick of things. So that's my hot take. Look for more of that in the second half. When they've got the hot hand, there's no reason they shouldn't pile on the three-point attempts and go for it. They shoot it well most of the time, occasional cold streaks, but for the most part, they're on. So we'll see you in about 8 or 9 minutes when the second half will tip off. But until then, stay tuned.
And we are back here just 20 seconds before the start of the half. Wilmot will start with the ball. If you missed that first half, it's been a really back and forth affair, but Wilmot took a comfortable lead there by 12 towards the end of the half, and it stands now as built on defense and three-pointers. Here's Lesko, inbounding to Lamberson. And here she comes. Good start so far for Lamberson. Dishes it. Inside. Good move. And she'll draw a foul. Claus drawing the foul. Inbound. It's to Lesko. Gives to Claus. Oh! The ball went right between her legs and out of bounds. Badger ball. And Moss to inbound. We'll see if Moss stays in the game here. She was subbed out quite frequently in that first half, but when she was in, she really used her height as an advantage in the paint. And she'll get the ball in there right now. Up, around, and in! Moss with the first points of the second half. 29-39. 10-point game. And Wilmot ball. Good effort by Alexis Todd, but it falls out of bounds. And there it is. Moss checks out. Let's go to inbound. Here comes Alexander. Passes it. It's Claus. To Bell. Back out. Alexander. Inside to Lesko. And that's good. So Wilmot with 41 points already, and they might put up 60 tonight. The way they're scoring right now with 17 minutes to go in the game. Badger passing it around. Working inside. And the pass back out. Nowhere to go. Great defense by Wilmot. Inside. And a cut. No good. Rebound by Lesko. Great defense. Claus. Hop step. Up and in. 43-29. 4 unanswered by Wilmot. Good defense here down low. Dish it back out. To the perimeter. They think about a 3. Get it inside to Oomans. Oomans. Pull up. Bang!
Basket by Wilmot.
Turnaround jumper for Oomans. 43-31. And Lesko's blocked by Oomans on the other end. Here come the Badgers. Looking to work the Oomans inside. And they do. Covered by Lesko. Another one. And that one's long. You've got to watch out for that turnaround jumper. A little step back, and Oomans can use her height to finish long shots. And the floater by Alexander, no good, but she'll draw the foul on the way up. She'll shoot 2 at the line.
Foul at Peterson, her first, team second. Alexander to the line.
And here's Alexander. First is up, and that's good. 44-31, Wilmot. And a group substitution here for the Badgers. Moss returns to the game, but Oomans will check out. Alexander second, and that's good. So 45-31. Early in the second, 15:40 to go. Good pass inside, and it's blocked. Alexander got her hand in there and altered the shot. Great effort, especially considering the height disadvantage. Here's Badger to inbound. They get to the top of the key. The cut. And foul on number 21.
Bell, her second. Team first.
Bell picks up her second there as Oomans returns to the game for the Badgers. Badgers to inbound. They get it to Oomans. And she'll be fouled by Bell. So Bell picks up 2 fouls in the span of like 3 seconds. And Labor comes to the score table, most likely for Bell. Omens first. That is good. So 32-45 as Bell will check out for Labor. Karina returns to the game for the Panthers. The second, and that is off. Labor the rebound. Here's Lamberson. Up to Alexander. The cut. Up. And, ooh, a little bit off. But Labor, the foul, she can't get it to go either. Good follow-up by Labor, but she couldn't get the shot to go. And on the other end, a quick move. And she'll get that to go right away. And it's stolen. Wilmot's got to be careful. They can let Badger right back into this game. Here's Umans. Pass into the perimeter. Back in. Little give and go. Up. And doesn't get the basket to go. But the foul will be on Labor. And Umans will go to the line.
Labor, her first. Omens to the line.
I think if you're Wilmot, you know you can't stop her, but you got to try to contain Umans. Maybe not allow the pass to get inside to her. But it's 35-45, so it's once again a 10-point game, and Umans could cut it to a single-digit game with a made shot here. And she does. 45-36, 9-point game, 52 to go in the second half. Here comes Lamberson. Gives it up. Claus. And a foul. And already the 4th foul there. They've got to be careful. And number 10, Ashlyn Welch, will sub out. I believe that foul was supposed to be called on number 13, Olivia Deering, not Welch. Let's go to inbound. And Alexander gives it back. Let's go. And a travel. So another possession here for Badger. 45-36. And in comes Umans again. Dribble up the court. They're passing around, and here is Umans. Pulls up from 3. And not quite. That's out of her range. Here come the Panthers. Rebound by Labor. Alexander pushing the tempo. Gives it up. Pass it around. Claus gives it up. Alexander, let's go from 2. Deep 2 misses, and Badger the rebound. Passing around. Let's go for the steal. Umans the pass. Wide open 3, and that falls short, but the rebound, that's short as well. Labor the board. Gives it up. Here's Lamberson running the floor. Good spin move. Gets inside. Pass. Labor. And that one is good. So it's 47-36. As here come the Badgers. Turnaround jumper. And that one misses. Umans. Up to Lesko. And that one is good. 49-36. As soon as they got down, they come back. And a block by Labor. Rebound. Out to Alexander. Wilmot's got numbers. No foul. Fights through the contact. And the double team. Timeout by Badger. Fantastic defense by Labor. She got the block, and it turned into a fast break for Wilmot. And also good shot contest on the possession before on Umans. That turnaround jumper has been deadly.
Only a few minutes left. to buy those 50-50 raffle tickets. We'll be drawing those 50-50 raffle tickets here in the second half of the second half. So go over to the table at the entrance and pick them up now.
Alright, Badger retakes the floor with a little bit of a different lineup. Moss is out there. And the Panthers retake the floor as well with the same lineup. Moss inbounds. Here comes number 14, Chloe Kleeman. Haven't seen a lot of scoring from her. Pass inside to Moss, and that one's no good. And the foul is 38-49. Quick offense and an offensive foul. 49-38. Offensive foul on Wilmot there.
Foul on Claus, her third.
And following the foul, Hickey will come in for Claus. Inbound here for the Badgers. Moss inbounds to Kleeman. Here is Kleeman. Gives it up. Top of the key. Trying to work inside to Moss. Great defense by Lesko, however. To the top of the key. Inside. Close out by Labor. And a block by Lesko. Wilmot ball. Great defense. 49-38. 12:29 to go in the game. The winner of this will take second place in the Southern Lakes Conference. So it's a big game, even considering how early in the season it is. And Hickey, that one is good! She stays hot here in the second half as it's 52-38. And a bad pass from Newmans there. It'll be Wilmot ball. Bell comes in for Lesko. Lesko's played fantastic defense in the paint. Bell inbounding to Lamberson. And here comes Lamberson. Picked up by Kleeman. Passes it out. Alexander gives it up. Back out to Hickey. To Alexander. Thinks about a deep three. Floater. That is no good. And Uman's the rebound. Passes it up. Picked by Moss. Out to Kleeman. Kleeman gives it back to Umans. Inside to Moss. And she doesn't hit that one. Moss no good on the two. Here's Lamberson. She takes it all the way. Pass out. Hickey. Inside hook shot. And that doesn't go. But she'll draw the foul on the way up. She'll shoot two at the line.
Moss, Brookport. Hickey to the line.
Fantastic pass by Lamberson. Seeing Hickey there. First is up and no good. 52-38, 11:26 to go in the game. Moss will check out for number 25, Seneca Peterson. The second is up, and it's good. So 53-38. Wilmot still enjoying a nice lead they built in the first half. Pass out to the corner. Back in. It's Kleeman. Gives it up. Back in. Over to Uman. Uman inside. That's up, and it's short. Deeren can't get it to go. It's Hickey. Pass up. Ketterhagen. Inside to Bell. Bell out. Alexander. And that one is short. But the rebound from Karina, it'll be a jump ball. Great effort by Labor there. And Badger will get possession off of the jump ball. Substitution here for Badger. And in checks number 23 Claus for Wilmot. Alexander will leave the game. Here come the Badgers. It's 14. Kleeman. She passes. Inside to Uman. Bell the defense. Uman, great move.
Basketball Wilmot.
40-53. Uman is the heart and soul of the offense for this Badger team. If they're scoring, it's going to be through her most of the time. Cut. Passes out. Good pass by Ketterhagen, but no finish. The rebound. Labor. Up and one! 2 rebounds, 2 points, and a free throw. Let's see if she can convert this at the line.
Todd, her first. Labor to the line.
Great effort by Labor. Karina missed the first shot, grabbed her own rebound, put it up, and not only got the bucket, but drew the foul as well. Her shot is up, and it's long. Here come the Badgers. Passing it up. Inside Uman. She's working. Oh, and a block by Labor. Back inside. Uman. And that one goes in. 42-55. Ketterhagen gives to Bell. Back to Ketterhagen. Loses it for a second. Gives it to Hickey. Ketterhagen gets it back. And timeout, Coach Boyd. Smart timeout there as his offense looked out of sync. 55-42, 9:33 to go left in the game.
All right, fans, time to get out those 50-50 raffle ticket stubs because here's tonight's winning number. 378243. 378243. You're tonight's 50-50 raffle winner. You may collect your winnings at the scorer's table. 378243.
Well, we have this break. I think it's a good time to talk about how much energy Labor brings to this Wilmot squad. You saw the and one
coming from our concession stand. Pizza, pretzels, and popcorn are all now half price.
As I was saying, you saw the and one and then the block on the other end. Not only blocking Uman once, but also altering her shot on the second time around. Just great energy, and Lesko will actually check in for Labor at this time. So Lesko got a little bit of rest while Labor came in, provided some energy now. Let's see what Lesko can do while she's back out here. She's got to get something in quick. Goes to Bell. Bell on the cut. Dishes it. Claus. To Hickey. Deep one. Oh! What a shot! Another deep one from Hickey, and she's got a trigger. And a great rebound there, and a block. No, a foul. Great energy by this Badger squad to save that rebound.
Call on Claus for court. Direct to the line. Shoot it 2.
And Lamberson goes to the score table. She'll most likely check in for Claus. Sinks the first one. 43-58. 9:20 to go in the game. Claus and Ketterhagen will lead. And the second is short. Alexander the rebound. Bad pass out of Lamberson's reach. And in checking, Uman and Moss. The high-scoring duo for this Badger squad. They're trying to get some energy here and some points on the board. As long as Wilmot keeps playing at its current pace, they should win this game with ease. That three, no good. Good rebound there by Lamberson. Dribbles it up. Floater. That is no good. Bell fights for the rebound but doesn't get it. Here comes Badger. I'm going the other way. Good move. Works it inside. Over to Uman. Uman passes back out. She cuts. And a foul.
Foul on, let's go. First, second.
And only 2 fouls for Lesko. I'd assume she's staying in the game here. Last week against Burlington, she racked up some fouls in a hurry. But as long as she plays a little bit safe here, they should be able to keep her in. And nearly a steal there for Hickey as Moss gets it inside, and she'll see the double team. Passes back out to the corner. Back into Moss. One-on-one on Lesko. Good defense and a foul. I don't know about that one. It looked like Lesko had her arms straight up. And the refs really getting it from the home crowd right now. But Lesko will stay in the game. Moss misses that one long. And here's Moss's second. This one is up, and it's good. So 44-58, big substitution for Badger as Moss will exit. Lesko inbounding, and here comes Lamberson. Dribbles around, gives up to Alexander. Over to Hickey. Back inside to Bell. Back out to Hickey. Gives it up. Alexander to Hickey. Back to Alexander. Inside to Bell. And pass bounces between the legs. But Wilmot gets it back. Bell out to Hickey. Thinks about it. Gives it to Alexander. Back to Hickey. And the guard's playing a game of catch here as Lamberson is long. Here comes Badger. It's Umans. She loses the ball. They get it right back though. Umans pass inside. Up and good. 46-58. A 12-point game with 7:40 to go. And a steal by Umans. Here comes Kleeman. Oh, and a foul on Hickey. Coach Boyd can't believe it. And Hickey picks up her third, so 2 Panthers on the court and a little bit of foul trouble here. The first is up, and it's good. 47-58. Lesko and Hickey both with 3 fouls apiece. The second, lane violation. Wilmot ball. Lesko inbounding. Here's Lamberson. Wilmot's gone a little bit dry. It's Hickey. She gives back to Lamberson. Inside to Bell. Back out. Hickey thinks about a 3. Passes it up. Back to her. Back out. And Hickey and Lamberson passing back and forth here. Outside Alexander. That's no good. Wilmot cannot make a shot right now. There's a lid on the basket. Inside. A lot of contact. No foul. And it'll be black ball. Bell touched it. Badger inbounding. Little bit of confusion as Badger didn't think it was their ball. And the crowd agreed with them. Here's the inbound. Little bump. They get the rebound back. And a foul. Double bonus, I believe. So they'll shoot 2. And Labor comes to the scorer's table. She'll replace Bell, as she's also in a little bit of foul trouble, so we might see an extended play time of Labor here, as all of the other post players for Wilmot are in foul trouble. Second is up, and it rims out, but they'll get the rebound, and Labor the board. Here comes Wilmot. Pass ahead. Alexander gives it up. Inside, and it's stolen. Kleeman, she turns it over as well. Alexander, pass out ahead. Inside, Labor, and that's short. Here comes Kleeman. Out to the perimeter. No one in the vicinity. She bricks it. Wilmot ball. The tempo of this game is increasing here with just 6:20 to go. Wilmot with an 11-point lead. And a timeout. It'll be interesting to see how Wilmot tries to break this cold streak. They cannot buy a bucket right now, so I don't know if they're going to try to force it inside, maybe try to take an easier shot, or try to shoot through the coldness, you know, continue to hoist up shots from three, just hope one falls eventually. But regardless, with the way Badger's playing, they're going to have to figure something out unless they want them to get back into the game. A lot riding on this early season matchup, as the winner will just be one game behind Union Grove in first place. And if Union Grove loses to Elkhorn tonight, the winner of this game will be tied for first with UG. So a lot riding on this for early conference standings. Both coaches know it, the players know it, and I think that's why you're seeing an increase of tempo here late in this second half. And it'll be interesting to see what the Panthers get from Labor here. She's kind of being forced into a lot of minutes. And it'll be Labor, Lesko, Alexander, Lamberson, and Kenzie Ketterhagen on the court for the Panthers. Here comes Ketterhagen. Good crossover. Gives to Lesko. Lesko works inside. Pass out. Ketterhagen. Dishes. Oh, Labor a good pass, but Lesko just couldn't hang on. And Oomans will check in. Badger could put it to a single-digit deficit. Here's the inbound. And it'll be Welch with the ball. She passes it. It's Oomans. Inside, and Labor with a push. That's costly, as they'll shoot two. We're in the double bonus. It'll be number 24, Madison Smith, shooting two. And here is Smith to put it to 10. And that is good. The bottom of the net. 58-48. 5:58 to go. This shot could put it back to single digits. It's up. And no good. It's long. Labor the rebound. Out to Lamberson. Lamberson dribbles. Spin move. Gives it up. Ketterhagen to Lesko. Lesko to Alexander. Good move inside, and it's blocked by Omens. And it'll be Badger ball. Omens with the great defense. 58-48, 10-point game. Moss will check back in. Here comes Welch. Guarded by Ketterhagen. Good defense. Here's Ooman. Gets it over to the perimeter. Back outside. Welch drives. Screen by Moss. Outside. Into Moss. And a push on Labor. Two quick fouls.
Foul on Lieber. Her third.
Moss will shoot 2. And with Labor picking up another foul, Wilmot could be in trouble down low. And that is good. So it's just a 9-point game. 58-49. The next tallest on the roster that isn't in foul trouble would be either Rachel Jenkins or Kia Thompson. That's up, and it's good as well. 58-50. Badger is climbing their way back into this one. Passes out. Gives it back up. Out to Ketterhagen. Ketterhagen gives to Lamberson. Inside. Lesko. Dishes. Alexander. Over to Lamberson. Gives it up. And it'll stay on this end, a blocking foul. And in checks Claus for Ketterhagen. Let's go to inbound. 5:04 to go. Into Lamberson. She's got nowhere to go. Double team. Dribbles it out. Gives it up. It's Claus. Ooh, almost travels there. Alexander gives it. Shoved a little bit. No call, however. And she turns it over. Labor with the bad pass. And a block on the other end. Labor saves it. Pass over to Lamberson. Great defense there by Wilmot. Lamberson gives it up. Pass. Around. Inside. Jump step. And it's no good. 58-50 still. Here comes Badger. A 3. And it's long. But Moss the rebound. And she'll draw the foul. This Badger squad is getting to the line efficiently. And more importantly, they're converting well there. And Bell subbing in here. You got to assume it's for Labor. She's been ineffective these past couple minutes. Moss is first. That is short. 58-50. In comes Bell for Labor. 4:12 to go in the game. Moss is second. That is good. So just a 7-point game here on Regal Court. Wilmot with a big lead, but they haven't scored in over 3 minutes, I believe. And a jump ball forced by Uman. Oh, a foul. Initially, it looked like a jump ball, but a foul. And that will send Lamberson to the line.
Lamberson to the line. Shooting one of the balls.
They're going to need both of these. It's up, and it's good. Big free throw by Lamberson. 59-51. 8-point game. In comes number 21, Emily Aman for the Badgers. Here comes the second. Lamberson. It's long. So 59-51. They can't convert both from at the line, but they break the run. Inside. Kick it out to Moss. Moss working. And that one's long. Rebound by Lesko. Here's Claus. She's running the court. And a steal. Here comes Welch. Offensive foul. Repositioning by Lesko. And that could be huge. And Welch is out of the game. 5 fouls, you gotta assume. And number 14, Chloe Kleeman, comes in for Welch. She's gonna be done for the day. Let's go with what could be the biggest play of the game to date. Not only does it get possession, but it stops what would have been an easy 2 on the fast break. And it throws out their starting point guard. Good pass. Here's Claus. Gives it up. Lamberson. Passes out. Alexander gives it. Claus. Spin move. Gives. Lamberson. Outside. Alexander. That's short. But the rebound by Bell. Dribbles. She's blocked by Moss. Gets it again. And it's short. But Lesko fights. And a jump ball. Great defense by Emily Amon. And great defense by Jada Moss as she denies the ball. It would have been an easy 2. 3:08 to go. 59-51. Wilmot clinging to an 8-point lead. The second part of the second half has been all Badger. Inbound. Here's Lamberson. Good defense by Kleeman. Spin move. Oh, and she throws the ball away. That could be costly for Wilmot. Moss to inbound. This crowd's really getting into it here late. 8-point game. 3 minutes exactly on the clock. Wilmot in a lot of foul trouble, but they're going to play through it here. Inside, it's Moss, and she gets it to go! She's been borderline unstoppable in the paint. 6-point game. Here's Alexander. Gives it up. Ketterhagen passes. Alexander on the drive. Easy 2 for Lesko. 61-52. Inside. Oh, and Omen is good. Back and forth. The Badgers call a timeout. Down 6 with 2:25 to go. It's a close one here in Veterans Memorial Fieldhouse. It may be cold outside, but it's just heating up in here as the game's coming to a conclusion. A lot of fouls, a lot of buckets, and a big game, as we said, for positioning early on in conference. I think you look at Alexander and Lamberson here down the stretch. Those two have been playing off each other nicely, and I think they're going to end this game with those two. Great ball handling. Either they'll find the assist that ices this game, or they'll take it themselves. But with just 2:25 to go, you should look for Wilmot here to take some longer possessions, lead the clock a little bit. There's no need to rush and put up bad shots. They want to wait and take what's open. You'll see the press here from the Badgers. They gotta get it in quick, and they do. Here comes Lamberson. Dribbles it inside. Gives it up. Lesko passes. Alexander's got it. Good move. Inside. The floater is good.
Alexander for 2.
63-55. A 3. And it rolls out. And Badger ball. Smart play there. And a smart timeout by head coach David Joss. As we saw there, Alexander took it herself, and I think that's what's just going to happen. I doubt we're going to see a strong double team come out here unless it's to force Wilmot to not take too much time off the clock. I think it's going to be up on the guards to make plays for Wilmot to keep this game out of reach of the Badgers. The Badgers have had a furious comeback this second half, led by Omen. She's been great in the paint, and Moss here these past couple of minutes has been very clutch as well. But with 1:58 to go and the score being 63-55, I think Wilmot should have this. It will be Badger ball coming out of the timeout. Exciting game here on Regal Court. It'll be number 21, Emily Amon to inbound. Can't find anyone. Almost a violation. It'll be a backcourt violation. I guess they're saying it was altered. Touched by Wilmot player. Regardless, the ball here to the Badgers. They've got to score in a hurry. Omen, inside, kicks it out. Wide open three. And it won't fall. Rebound to Lesko. And that should do it. Here comes Lamberson. Gives it up. Ketterhagen. To Alexander. To Lamberson. They're just going to run the clock now. Passing the ball around. Ketterhagen. And she'll be fouled. Olivia Deering with the foul.
Deering first. Ketterhagen to the line. Shooting one of the bonus.
Here is Ketterhagen. The first is up. And it's good. Here comes the second. That's up. And that's a dagger. 10 points with 1:20 to go. 65-55. A high-scoring affair on Regal Court as Moss works inside, and that's too long. Rebound out here. Kleeman passes it, pulls a three. No good. And a push off. Moss with the foul. 1:03 to go. Wilmot will shoot, and Moss will exit the game.
Bell to the line, shooting two.
And here is Bell. The first is up, and it's good. 66-55. Wilmot beating their season average by about 10 points tonight, as the second is good as well. 20 points tonight. The cut, Kleeman passes. Kleeman out. Pull up, Uman, and she fouled by Lesko beyond the arc. These free throws are a bit of formality at this point.
Let's go. Her fourth.
A 12-point lead with 54.6 seconds to go. I think you can safely say this one's over, and Wilmot's going to walk home with a win. But it'll be 3 shots. The first is up, and it's good. So Umans adds to an already impressive night. Here's the second. That is good as well. 10-point game. And here's her final free throw. It's up and in. So 58-67. A 9-point game. Good shooting there by Umans. So with 54.6 seconds to go, it'll be Wilmot ball up by 9. As I've been saying, I think it's safe to say you can put this one in the books. Be some kind of self-implosion to give this victory over to Badger. They played a valiant second half, It just looks like it's going to be too little, too late. Bell to inbound. Press from Badger. And she'll get it into Lamberson. Lamberson fouled immediately. And she'll shoot on the other end. 51.8 seconds to go. Kleeman, the guard, picks up number 2. Here's the shot. And that is good. So we're back to a 10-point game here, 68-58. Lamberson second. It's out and the board to Bell. She puts it right back up. And here comes Badger. Down 10. 45 to go. And Kleeman is fouled on the way in.
Foul on Lamberson, her first. Kleeman to the line.
Kleeman to shoot. Here's the first. And that's good. So 59-68. A 9-point Wilmot lead. Here's the second. That's good as well. So an 8-point lead for Wilmot with 42.9 seconds to go. Bell inbounding. And she gets it to Lamberson right away. And a reach on Uman. The visiting parents section not happy with the no call on travel by Lamberson. They've been pretty adamant all night about the officiating. But regardless, here is Lamberson shooting one. And the first is up. And that one is no good. Here comes the second. This one's up. And it's good. Good bounce and a 9-point lead for Wilmot. 40.4 seconds to go. Here comes Kleeman. Cuts inside. Good move, but it's too long. And the rebound. And she'll draw a foul right away. It'll be Kenzie Ketterhagen going to the line. And this game is all but over. A 9-point lead for Wilmot.
Ketterhagen to the line.
Ketterhagen's first shot here. It's up, and it is short. Wilmot not converting as well as they were earlier in the game at the line. 31.6 seconds to go. Here's the second. Ketterhagen. And that is good. So 70-60. A 10-point lead and a high scorer for Wilmot. And a near travel there by Kleeman. Passes it out. And that one is too long. She'll get a second chance. No. Bell tips it out. Good rebound. And Ketterhagen will shoot again at the line. A lot of fouls in this game, as we already saw Ashlyn Welsh of the Badgers foul out. Ketterhagen to shoot 2. And that is good. 71-60, adding to an already impressive scoring night for Wilmot. 11.7 seconds to go. The second is short. Rebound out to Badger. Here comes Kleeman. Kleeman inside. Good move and too long on consecutive layups. And another foul, and Bell will shoot now.
Foul on top for third.
And you hear the crowd getting into it here And with 3.7 seconds to go, these should be the last free throws in the game. Well, that is good. We haven't seen as much of her as we would like. She had some foul trouble early, but she's here to finish the game, along with Lesko, who also had some early foul trouble. And the second is long. 2, 1, and that will do it, folks. So if you stick around for just 1 second, we'll talk about how this changes the playoff standings as it sits going forward. The conference standings. And when we look at them, this moves Wilmot squarely into second place. No longer tied with Badger. Wilmot at 5-1, just behind Union Grove, who is 5-0. Union Grove played Waterford tonight. We are not aware of the outcome of that game at this time. But the girls will play again on Saturday. So until then, enjoy yourself and tune in for that marquee matchup as they try to move forward in the conference standings.